I'd love to get your comment on sort of where you are, because they're going to make me rap in a minute. How you feel the state of where women are in film today. And I made a reference to it before. We talk about it a lot, but I'm not going to stop talking about it because I think it's really important, and there's not enough roles for women. I say it sort of ad nauseum, but you guys live it.
Well, I mean, I even said, last night that it was just so exciting coming out here, and I was just so genuinely excited on the plane knowing I was going to see these guys, and I just feel like it is getting better, that there's sort of a space has been created. I feel like Amy Poehler, in a way, has been really a good spearhead of this sort of new spirit of as many women as possible that are as big and extraordinary and complicated and unique to themselves, and that there is slowly like a breaking down of this spirit of competitiveness among women. And like it just feels, this project is such a great example of that. Like, that everybody's so different, and there's space for all of us, to kind of run our own race and that kind of a thing. And so I do think there is really very good news in the middle of all that. And there's so many, great women that are really established and making things again and again now, which is just very exciting.
Judy, how do you feel about that?
Ditto.
No, come on.
Well, I think, I don't know, I hate that we have to have this conversation, but,
I agree.
We have to. So, like, I keep thinking, like, since we have to have the conversation, we have to have the conversation. Like, we have to keep talking about it. And I think that it's definitely in the zeitgeist, and people are writing for women are directing more. I mean, truthfully, I think that it has to kind of start with female writers, because if people aren't writing roles for women, then there's not going to be anything for us to do. And for whatever reason, there's a lot of male screenwriters out there who still don't know how to really develop a character for a girl. And a lot of times I know I show up for work and they're like, you just do something, and I'm like, well, okay, but why do I have to, like, you've been around women your whole life and you haven't been able to like write anything interesting for us, but it's happening, right? We just need to keep making our own content.
But I agree. I think it does start with the writing, and we need women writers and we need women directors, so that people like you can do your great work. But I've heard that comment that you said, that you had to create the character out of whole cloth. I've heard that from Meryl Streep on down.
Yeah, so. It's like it gets frustrating sometimes, and we're not that difficult to figure out. We're not that well, she is, but I mean, she's super layered. Yeah, I am not.
And also, I would say, because what's so great about what Carrie and Jamie did is, and Judy's portrayal is, it's like way back to the Hays Code or whatever, of just like Norma Shearer and the divorcee having sort of too good of a time of it, and then they have to she must be apologizing. She couldn't possibly have a good time as a divorcee, and this idea that women can also be. Sort of not have the best moral compass, and that's okay. Like, why is it, like my job to be like likable? Screw you, I'm a person too. I mean, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. So there's something about that, like women being able to be more, just real, essentially. I think is great.
And like women being allowed to be ugly, and women being allowed to not. Like we say this as we're sitting here and like having gone through hair and makeup and everything, but
right,
being able to.
We prefer you good looking, but you can be ugly.
But sizes, different looks, different hair can be long or short. I don't know. We have to.
Women can wear scrubs.
We can totally wear scrubs.
That's great.